Oh my god, you're fucking drunk. Alright, hold on. Wait. Don't start the episode yet. I need to print a retraction.
Oh goodness. Okay, because after you finish... Okay. We're now recording, but we don't actually get anything before I do the snaps.
Yeah, I heard you snap. Did you not snap?
I did snap.
So you are recording.
So we are recording.
Okay, so just don't start the episode yet.
Okay.
Like I said. Got to print a retraction here, because I think one of my very, very first tirades was on the main six not being quintet. And I am ashamed that nobody bothered to comment on this, but I was completely wrong, because there are 6 Infinity Stones. Which I thought there were only 5, because it had been so long since I had read it. I was completely wrong, and nobody fucking said anything.
Wow, I'm actually kind of ashamed of our fan base for not bringing that up.
It is.
I mean, someone might bring it up by the time I post this episode.
But this was in, the first episode that they did that whole fucking Captain Planet shit.
We're drunk as shit.
But still, I would expect somebody... Yeah, okay, somebody can point out that a Green Jay exists, but not that I was wrong on the number of Infinity Stones? That's embarrassing.
That is embarrassing. Apparently, maybe we just lack comic book nerds in our audience, but we have ornithologists.
We need to add some comic book nerds then. I'm
kind of surprised. I mean, I guess we do probably have comic book nerds, because I'm guessing some of our subscribers probably subscribe because we are comic book / D&D nerds.
Why would they not correct me on that? I mean, it'd been a really long time. I always thought back upon the Infinity Gauntlet as being 1 gem per finger. But there is space, time, power, mind, soul, and reality. Which kind of defeats the purpose of anything, because if you have the reality one, you can just change reality so that you have all 6 Infinity Stones, so fuck it all. It's kind of redundant, actually.
I'm not nearly as much of a comic book nerd as you, so that just went all over my head. But,
well, let's just say, the Reality Stone is basically the one that lets you cast Wish.
Oh, well, fuck. You just say, I wish I had the rest.
That's kind of my point, is the Reality Stone lets you change reality itself. You could just be like, I've got the Reality Stone, I change reality, so I have all 6. I am now omnipotent.
Well, shit. It's a shame, because this is going to be posted as episode 1 and 2 of season 3. Which is kind of the most meh premiere, so probably... we might get a lot of people watching this episode. We'll see.
I don't know, man. So I was building upon the previous, Voltron, Power Rangers, Captain Planet. I totally missed that there are actually 6. I thought there was 5 and the Cosmic Cube. I thought the Cosmic Cube was the 6th event in that chain, but there are 6 and the Cosmic Cube, which is completely separate. Totally fucking wrong, and nobody called me on my shit.
Nobody called you on your shit.
Nobody called me on my shit. Had to call my own shit. Shit caller.
Yeah. We've been called on much more minor shit.
That's why I'm so surprised. That was a major shit to be called on.
Yeah. So, fan base. Shame on you for not telling us we're wrong.
Yes, retraction posted.
I'm not sure how I feel about that statement, but for shame.
Totally wrong, starting from the beginning of the series.
Yep. Okay, so, I'm gonna do one more resync, because I'm paranoid as fuck, because this is annoying to edit when the sync doesn't work. And then we'll start.
Sync?
And we begin.
It begins.
Volume alright?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Do the shit.
News from Northern Equestria. Your Highness.
Yes?
I am simply to tell you that it has returned.
It.
Find Princess Cadence
They
and
all
Charlene.
float down here.
I don't understand that reference.
You must come to Canterlot at once.
I thought you said the average brony was in between our ages.
Yeah, well, in between, it's 20s and 30s.
I bet you get that. If you don't get an It reference, you've got issues.
I don't think I've ever seen It.
You've got issues.
Apparently I do.
Not only do you have issues, you officially are an issue now, you soulless bastard.
Okay. That's fair.
That's a thing to do in the future for you.
Okay.
Do it with Eleanor.
She doesn't like scary
Where are all my
movies.
quills?
Too bad.
No. I need the Magical Compendium Volumes 1 through 36. Where is it?
Monsters Compendium, Volume 2. That's a big book. As Spike has just learned.
Flashcards! I should make some flashcards!
Totally.
Spike, I'm gonna need you to quiz me on everything. Everything I've ever learned. Ever.
Studying for CCNA or what?
That isn't gonna be enough.
That's like CCIE.
Twilight, calm down. It's just a test.
Just a test?
A test? Just a test!
What is wrong with you, Spike?
Celestia wants to give me some kind of exam and you're trying to tell me to calm down because it's just a test!
Wait, that's great. Is that like the bear attack suit?
Considering. Are you sure
When telekinetics have temper
you're
tantrums. Volume 2.
Princess Cadance and Shining Armor are already there. The others will be joining
When
us
the
soon.
most powerful telekinetics
Magic
shown in the
powers
series thus
cannot
far.
outrun my sister. She will succeed at her task.
Also,
I feel like Nightmare Moon has to have her wings out all the
Look at
time.
this.
To being ready.
shadows. They have like shadows and shit now.
Are they greater
Trust
shadows?
me, little sister.
You know what I fucking mean. Look at the
Give me
animation.
a test? I brought my own quills and plenty of paper to show my work.
That's right. No credit unless you show your work. I always hated that shit.
Sorry.
This is a different kind of test. The Crystal Empire has
You can't brain
returned.
dump for this one.
The Crystal Empire? I'm sorry, I thought I'd studied. Oh, I don't think there's anything in any of my books.
There wouldn't be. Few remember
It is
ever
unwritten.
existed at all. Even my knowledge of the Empire is limited. But what I do know is that it contains a powerful magic. 1,000 years ago, King Sombra, a unicorn whose heart was black as night, took over the
Sombra?
Crystal
Like the
Empire.
hummus?
Sombra, as in Spanish for darkness or shadow or something?
A greater shadow.
A greater shadow.
Ooh, pony
Ultimately
slavery.
overthrown, turned to shadow, and banished to the ice of the Arctic North.
Shadow ice?
But not before he was able to put a curse upon the Empire. A curse that caused it
Curse.
to vanish into thin air. If the Empire is filled with hope and love,
Does it only vanish into thin air? Which means it only vanishes if it's high up? What if it was at sea level? Could it not vanish?
fear takes
Well, there's a lot of snow around there, so...
Aw, schnapples.
which is why I need your help finding a way to protect it.
You want me to help protect an entire empire?
It is, as I said, a different kind of test, but one I'm certain you will pass.
How do I begin?
By joining Princess Cadance and Shining Armor in the Crystal Empire.
My brother is there?
He is, and your
How are you
Ponyville
born
friends
with a
will
name
join
like
you there as
Shining
well.
Armor?
I have every
You like
confidence
put a
you
baby
will
in full
succeed.
plate? Like,
And when
seriously?
you do, I'll know you are ready to move on to the next level of your studies.
Ooh.
Luna does not
What if I
approve.
fail?
You won't.
But what if...
She is not amused.
You won't. But Twilight, in the end, it must be you and you alone who ultimately assists Princess Cadance and Shining Armor in doing what needs to be done
She's
to
wearing a
protect
bib.
the Empire.
What is this, Red Lobster?
Do you understand?
No, it's Regalia.
Then go.
Looks like a
There
bib.
is no time to
Kinda
lose.
does.
A moon bib.
Moon babe.
But a bib nonetheless.
Ah, Twilight! That was fast. Let me guess, you got a perfect score.
Not yet.
A minus? B plus.
Twilight is no B student.
Twilight, did you fail?
Song.
I was prepared to do my best.
I actually like this
I
song.
could handle any test, for I can do so many tricks, but I wasn't prepared for this.
No mere cantrip will pass this test. The rich people with their hoity-toity walk.
Levitation would have been a breeze. Facts and figures I recite with ease.
The square root of 546 is 23.366642891009.
She is correct.
Damn.
I could ace a quiz on friendship's bliss.
That is math.
But
That's all
I
kinds of
wasn't
math.
prepared for this. Will I
Also,
fail?
animation,
Will
air,
I pass?
wind.
I
Wind.
can't be sure. She can't be sure. My mind is sharp, my skills intact, my heart is pure. Her heart is pure. Oh, I've taken my share of licks. I've made it through the.
She's borderline Pinkie Pie levels of bipedalness in this episode.
Oh no, she wasn't. Oh no, I wasn't.
She does have the excuse of being magic.
But I think we've discussed how hard it is to levitate yourself in this world.
Yes. It's for game balance.
And she is not the most dexterous of ponies, we've learned.
Prepared for what exactly? Twilight. Did you pass?
You gonna celebrate your awesomeness with Princess Celestia? Not quite. We're going to the Crystal Empire. Huh?
Why? What?
What? Just let it out.
I'm kind of ashamed to be so excited when Pinkie Pie shows up.
Is she your favorite now?
Yes,
Okay.
this is the best part of this show so far.
I didn't say a word.
It's entirely scarves.
All scarves.
Shining armor?
He's not even wearing armor.
You made it. We'd better get
Those are like eclipse glasses. Are you gonna watch an eclipse?
What kind of things?
Let's just say the Empire isn't the only thing that's returned.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. I think he's the first strong
Something
male
keeps
character
trying
that
to
has
get
been in
in.
this entire
We think
series.
it's the Unicorn King who originally cursed the place.
But Princess Celestia said I was being sent here to find a way to protect the Empire. If King Sombra can't get in, then it must already be protected.
The Somber Lane.
That's one of the things, isn't it?
The Horn of
We have to
Gondor.
get to the Crystal Empire now.
Is that like a Shadow-nado?
The shadow knows.
Oh boy.
Almost there.
Oh. Was he enveloped in darkness? Oh, his horn be jacked.
Shining armor, your horn.
Transistor shorted.
Sparklerific!
Some advanced circuitry going on in those unicorn horns.
Clearly.
There are no words. Focus, Rarity.
Words.
We're here to help Twilight.
Should have said
not admire
a poet.
I don't see what the big deal is. Just looks like another old castle to me.
Another oath. Have you lost your mind?
She's flabbergasted.
Oh, and Rainbow Dash just trolled Rarity.
Not hard to do.
It's really not.
Another pegacorn?
No, it's the same Pegacorn from
Oh,
the last
pegacorn.
two-parter.
There. The made up pegacorn.
Sunshine, ladybugs awake. clap your hooves and do a little shake.
Do a little dance.
One of these days, we need to get together when the fate of Equestria isn't hanging in the balance. Are you okay?
Got some bags under your eyes there.
Cadence has been able to
You know what
use
would fix
magic to
that?
Spread love and light. That seems
What?
to be what is protecting
Cucumbers?
her. But she hasn't slept. Barely eats. I want to help her, but my protection spell.
I don't think
can count
cucumbers
on
would help
Sombra.
with sleep
It's all
deprivation.
right, Shining Armor.
They help with the
I'm
bags
fine.
under the eyes. That's the
She's
thing.
not fine. She can't go on like this forever. And if her magic were to fade, well, you saw what's out there
Wait,
waiting for
I
her
thought
to-
he was the one with the magic that makes shields and shit.
Why we're all here.
It gets explained a little
With
further.
Cadence putting all her
Aight.
strength into keeping her spell going, and me
Basically,
trying to keep an eye on
the
signs of trouble
Empire
in the Arctic, we haven't
can
been able to
protect
gather much
itself,
information from the crystal
providing it
canvas.
as a source of happiness and love. And she is basically the goddess of love.
Bow chicka bow wow?
Please, continue.
Sure.
But we have to believe one of them knows how we can protect the Empire without having to use Cadence's magic.
A research paper.
Huh?
That must
Yay,
be
nerd!
to gather information from the crystal ponies and deliver it to you. This is gonna be great. I love research papers.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Nerd.
Oh, let me guess. Is it Spike? Don't worry, big brother. I'm really good at this sort of thing.
Oh,
Are
Pinkie
you
Pie.
sure?
She's about as
Absolutely
literal
sure.
as Drax.
I'm sorry. I wish I could help you, but I can't seem to remember anything before King Sombra came to power. And I don't want to remember anything about the time he ruled over us. Ugh.
King Sombra's spell must be why their coats aren't.
That's like King Candy's spell.
Yeah, but like
He done locked up their memories and
they,
shit.
they got like post-traumatic
Feels
stress
like it
disorder
was
over
just
this.
yesterday.
If you think of anything, even the smallest thing,
Of course.
Well, that was a total bust.
maybe the others are having better luck.
A way to protect
Eh.
the Empire. You know anything about it or what?
I wish I could help you. Really.
Come on! You gotta know something!
But I don't have any information.
She's beating the shit out of her. Pop, pop, pop.
Excuse me. Oh, hello. I
Treat
was
that
just
fucking
wondering-
pony like Manny Pacquiao.
Oh, that's okay. You all look really busy.
Wait,
Time
what?
to gather
Oh,
some
Pinkie
intel.
Pie.
It just feels like something is
Bright
missing.
pink with a black shirt
know.
means ninja.
It looks the same, but it doesn't feel the same.
Because it isn't.
A spy!
A spy? How did they know? Must have noticed my night vision goggles. Ooh, night vision-y.
That'd be really painful during the day.
And when you flip your mane, it simply must create a rainbow of color. Wouldn't I look just magnificent?
Rainbow, you are translucent.
So sparkly.
Alright.
I got nothing so far.
Nada.
Oh, me neither.
Zilch. Zippo. Nothing.
Wait.
I repeat, my cover has been blown.
You just blew it!
Sorry, Twilight. These crystal bones amnesia or something.
That'd be kind of creepy
Only
stepping
thing I
inside of a
get out of 'em was
U-suit.
something about a library.
A library?
Oh my
Why
god.
didn't you say so?
Thought
No.
I just did.
She's not wrong.
God forbid Twilight ever finds Wikipedia.
I don't even know what to... There are
She'd have to
no
verify everything, though.
Yes, she would.
May I help you?
Yes, we're looking
She'd
for
be
a
the
book.
type to be like, Wikipedia, not a reliable source.
You really
Citation,
do.
citation, citation, citation,
We're looking
citation.
for a history book. Something that might tell us how the Empire might have protected itself from danger back in the day.
Yes, of course. History. Ah, yes.
Could it maybe be in the history section?
Which is where, exactly?
I can't seem to remember.
Do a decimal system, motherfucker!
Work here.
We'll just take a look around. I'm sure we can find it on our own.
Let me know if you find anything.
I like her!
Fucking Pinkie Pie. Wait, what? Pegasus on a ladder? Pinkie Pie never needs wings.
Nope.
Anyone else starting to think this is a lost cause?
No, 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 no. Yes!
Yahtzee.
That reminded me of that Futurama
History of
episode
the
where,
Crystal Empire. I just hope it has the answers we need.
what's his face? Bureaucrat.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. Where he did his bureaucrat song.
A crystal fair. According to this book, it was established by their first queen and became their most important tradition. The fair was held every year to renew the spirit of love and unity in the Empire so they could protect it from harm. My friends and I
Fairs
could put
are
together
held to
everything we
eat
need to know about the
fried
book.
turkey
That
legs
sounds pretty
and
promising.
drink and go on rides and pop balloons.
We'll get started
You don't know
right
what you're
away.
talking about,
Come on,
Twilight.
Spike. We've got a crystal fair to put together.
More song!
Song dos?
Princess Cadence needs our help. Her magic will not last for
Another song by Twilight, too. Somebody getting paid this episode.
Rebecca Scheuchet.
We have to get this right. Yes, we have to make
Fucking
them see.
cashing checks and snapping necks here.
It's even better in the movies because Rebecca Scheuchet voices the villain in the movie, in the first movie, and still does Twilight singing.
Okay, at what point do I get to read those fucking comics I've been buying for the past 5 weeks?
The biggest spoiler that you will come across is at the end of this season, which is a half season, so there's only 13 episodes. This song is also kind of fun.
Not digging these lyrics.
Yeah, they're eh.
And Pinkie Pie. And sheep. Because.
It's no May the best pet win.
I don't know how I could have done this without you. One last check to make sure everything is in place, and then the festivities can begin.
What's this thing for?
The last page of the book mentioned a crystal heart as the fair's centerpiece, so I used my magic to cut one out of a crystal block.
Yeah,
Nice
you're
work,
you're not a sculptor,
Think we're ready to
Twilight.
get this fair up and running.
Jade sculpture. Dear God, make it stop!
Hear ye, hear
Not again! No! Not again! It's worse than a bagpipe!
My bad. Ahem. Hear ye, Princess Cadence and Prince Shining Armor do cordially invite you to attend the Crystal Fair.
Everybody happy?
Come on in, y'all.
High hopes.
Got food and drinks that away. Games and crafts are that away. Crystal hearts in the back near the princess.
Did she say
That's right, go on the tilt-a-whirl, pop a balloon, eat a turkey leg, it's all good.
We totally nailed it, right?
Must be feeling a lot of love and unity about now. Gonna have some grub,
Mostly
huh?
terror.
What are you thinking? Crystal Empire berry pie? Maybe some crystal corn on the cob.
What
Crystal
is
core.
with you?
Wouldn't that just, you know,
Seeing all of this,
tear up your mouth
like I'm starting to
and your
remember.
intestines as you pass
Remembering
it?
things from before
Mm.
the kid. Neat.
They're crystal ponies, maybe
It's
they
like-
can, maybe
it's
they
like-
can deal with that.
Eating diamonds.
Crystal heart!
Do you think they really have it?
Of course we have it! Can't have a crystal fair without the crystal heart, right?
Of course you can't. The whole purpose of the Crystal Fair is to lift the spirits of the crystal ponies so the light within them can power the crystal heart so that the Empire can be protected. I do work at the library.
Oh yeah, I
Powering
do.
the heart?
I just can't believe you found it. King Sombra said he'd hidden it away where we would never see it again. I only hope it
You
will
ever
still be as
hold
powerful
balloons
after
with
all
your
these
elbow?
years.
Kind of what she's doing.
Funnel cake.
Funnel cake.
Fair enough.
Why did you... I think we may have a problem. I didn't know it was an actual relic. The book didn't mention anything about the crystal ponies powering the heart. There was a page missing. How did I not notice? It's all right, Twilight.
Ah, I'll just die. It's okay.
Wiley.
The Frost Giants are coming. Jotunheim is upon us. Dun dun dun. Shit just got real.
Shit just got real. Episode 2.
Hot Shots Part 2. Previously on Dragon Ball
Give me a
Z.
test?
I mean, My Little
The
Pony.
Empire has returned.
You want me to help protect an entire empire?
It must be you and you alone.
But what if I fail?
Let's just say the Empire
Luna is still not
is the
amused.
only thing that's returned.
Yeah, it's gotta be a solo kill on Sombra, no assists.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep an eye on signs of trouble in the Arctic. We haven't been able to gather much information from the Crystal Ponies.
There are crystal ponies.
I wish I could help you, but I
That-
can't seem
that
to
had to be in the
remember
recap?
before
That
King
had to
Sombra
be.
Mystery.
It was a necessary plot point.
Mentioned the crystal heart as the fair's centerpiece, so I used my magic to cut one out of a crystal block.
The whole purpose of the crystal
Out of a
fair
sacred
is
crystal
to lift
block.
the spirits of the crystal ponies, so the light within them can power the crystal heart, so that the Empire can be protected.
I think we may have a problem. I didn't know it was an
Problem?
actual relic. It's all right, Twilight.
Yeah, it turns out
Wiley.
you can't recreate an artifact by making something the same shape. A little more goes into it.
My little
That's Snake Pony there. I feel like I'm watching
Actually,
Dreamscape.
I watched some
You ever
analysis.
see Dreamscape?
What?
You ever see Dreamscape?
No.
Aw, classic.
Okay.
That's like pre-Nightmare on Elm Street shit.
Let me get into. So I watched some analysis videos that compare Sombra to Sauron, in that he's never a direct threat.
But you actually saw his face. You never see Sauron.
Yeah, but it's that he's not a direct threat. He's this looming threat. He is a consequence of failure, not a direct villain. Because that's how
But you actually see him, which
Yeah.
you never see Sauron.
Yeah.
You just see the eye.
But that's part of the point of Sauron. Is Sauron is a consequence of failure. He's not a direct antagonist.
That was a big thing when Tolkien originally wrote those. The publishers didn't want to actually publish it because the main villain wasn't never really involved. It
Yeah.
was a big thing. They were like,
Find the crystal
how is this a thing? Like, how are people supposed to relate to
She
this?
needs you, Shining Armor.
But it's like
The main bad guy never interacts with anybody.
But it's still an interesting thing though that with both Sauron and Sombra, they're consequences of failure that are looming.
There is something
Failure is not an option.
Exactly.
You and the rest of our friends have to keep the fair going. What? With that thing moving into the Empire? The whole purpose of the Crystal Fair is to lift the spirits of the Crystal Ponies, so they can activate the Crystal Heart. Yeah?
So they
and
cannot be
if the
Debbie
Crystal
Downers.
Ponies find out that King Sombra is trying to take over the Empire again, their spirits are going to be anything but lifted. It won't matter if I find the
Dirt.
Crystal Heart. They won't be able to make it work. You have to keep them happy here at the fair. Keep the fair going and the Crystal Pony spirits high. Done and done.
Twilight, be careful.
I will.
Hey, you can make some of the ponies happy all the time, but you can't make all the ponies happy some of the time.
They just need most of them happy.
But okay, ring toss is acceptable. Still not sure on the crystal corn. That seems like a death sentence there. Unless you're Spike, unless your digestive system is specifically made to digest rocks and minerals and gems of sorts.
I just found out they're offering face painting for the little ones.
I want to be a kitty cat.
Uh-huh. We can do that. Twilight's doing what?
Okay.
He really loves getting his face painted. Haha. Who wants a flugelhorn?
No, no more horn. Not from you.
Who else wants a flugelhorn?
No.
I want a flugelhorn!
Was Picky just Harley Quinn?
Twilight,
Yes.
I'm coming with you.
You can't. I have to retrieve the crystal heart by myself.
I'm a little ashamed that I'm so
I know.
invested in Pinkie
I
Pie
promise I won't let the claw to help you.
as a character.
That's fine. It's cool.
Not a claw spike.
Where are we going exactly?
I think I might know.
Purple
where
Book
King
Horse is
Sombra
still
hid
my
the
favorite
crystal
horse.
Castle?
The king would have been counting
What about
on the
Seafoam
fact
Lake
that
Foam?
no pony would dare come looking for it here. They'd have been too afraid to even try.
I don't think she's even had a speaking
You're
part.
right.
You
Ever.
and me both.
Ever.
She just kind of, gasped in disbelief at Rarity's displeasure of the color green. How rude.
No, that was a different one, but yeah.
No, that was Seafoam Lake Foam. That was Lake Foam. I'm sure of it.
That's what I thought.
We'll have to look at it again. I need to booze.
We're supposed
I
to
think
act
you've
like nothing's
boozed a
wrong.
substantial amount.
Mm.
Your slurred speech patterns say otherwise.
Maybe you should let me
Nonsense.
keep the crystal ponies away from the fake heart, while you show off your jousting skills.
Seeing my
Joust!
husband does have a way of putting
Fight the pterodactyl.
folks into a
I demand it.
good mood.
When did a pterodactyl get involved?
Did you never play Joust?
Oh, I know what you're referring to now.
Fluttershy?
Derp.
Huh? It's showtime.
I brought that up during a business meeting one time and made everybody crack up.
Over 1,000 years.
Much to my surprise,
That's
because
good.
they
Gotta
didn't
renew
seem
that
nerdy
spirit of
enough
love
to
and
get it,
unity
but
if
they
you're
all
gonna
laughed.
power up that crystal heart, right?
I sure
And
would
because I
like to
did
see
the
it before the ceremony.
sound effect.
It's been such a long time.
Oh, I hear you. But, getting a little toasty out here. Bet you'd like to cool off with a
Toasty.
little Crystal Empire nectar.
Ambrosia.
Was she a bartender? She pushing booze here.
You tried the Crystal Empire fritters yet? Made from traditional Crystal Empire recipe.
That-
You're gonna love them.
Looks like
I hear there's a joust match about to
turds
start.
with a caramel
You don't
topping.
want to miss that.
Have you ever had fritters?
Come on, Twilight.
Apple fritter?
These crystal
Yeah.
ponies are more curious than a cat.
Is that what they look like?
Turds with caramel topping? No, that is not what they look like. That is what that animation looked like.
It's gotta be here somewhere. It's just gotta be. Not a claw spike. Celestia's orders.
Have to solve this on her own.
If the Empire is filled with hope and love,
This task was
those things
appointed
are
to
reflected
you,
across all of
and you
Equestria.
alone.
If hatred and fear take hold,
Of course.
Dirt.
What? Did you find it?
No, because this isn't King Sombra's castle.
Well, isn't this where he lived when he was in power?
It is, but it didn't look like this.
Clench up. Focus. Keep your core tight.
When did you learn to do that?
Wait,
That was a
wait.
little trick
Clap again.
Celestia taught me.
Spiral staircases can only mean good things.
You stay here.
If you insist.
Nice bail.
I bet that is a pretty clever trick, though. You hide something in a portion of your castle that can only be accessed by someone who's willing to use dark magic.
No bottom. 'Tis indeed bottomless. Huh?
Spike? Yeah? Can you see outside?
Crystals.
Yeah, not good is correct. Okay.
Are you okay? Yes.
Yes. I tumbled down 47 flights of stairs, but I managed to save myself before the last step, so I'm good.
What in the... Stop moving!
You know what she needs? Some helping hands.
Spike, I think it's here. Huh?
Some of the stuff in this castle, though, is like Tomb of Horrors shit.
What are you doing here?
If that were true,
I opened
there'd
the
be a
door.
66% chance she died before she ever entered.
Go
Possible.
where?
It doesn't matter to me. You failed the test, Twilight.
Fail.
Also, we all know you can get past most traps with the chicken on the end of the 10-foot pole.
Not only will you not move on to the next level of your studies, you won't continue your studies at all.
You didn't say anything about no longer being your student if I failed.
Well, you flunked out.
Didn't I?
No, you didn't.
What do
I
I
think
do
that's
now?
exactly what you just said. Well, you just have to study the dark side instead.
It's an illusion.
Twilight! I know you told me to stay up there, but you were down here for such a long time and you weren't answering, and I got worried, so I came down here, and you were just staring at that wall, and I was calling your name, but I couldn't seem to get your attention, and... What were you looking at? I mean, it's just a wall. Ponyville? Well, how did I get... No! I don't want to go! Oh, please, Twilight, don't make me!
King Sombra's dark magic. A doorway that leads to your worst fear.
We were home. You told me you didn't need me anymore.
Pretty brutal.
You were sending
It was the
me
owl
away.
episode all over again.
I'm never going to send you away. And I'm not going to
Except for
fail
that
my
one time.
test.
What's in there?
Stairs. Lots and lots of stairs.
Get off your phone.
I'm listening and working,
Maybe you
because
should
that's a
come
thing.
with me this time.
Did you ever play Super Mario 64?
No, I never had a Nintendo 64.
No. Reminds me of the endless staircase in the N64 one.
Now that is shining armor. And that's an antenna. Who gave Pinkie Pie the horn back? Dirt.
Isn't there some pony else who could take over the jousting demonstration with you? The fate of an entire empire.
You would think an Earth pony would make a better jouster.
Pony's a good time.
They're on the ground.
That
Yeah.
isn't important to you. Okay, I'll take it easy on you next time. But not too
Liar.
easy. I've got a reputation to maintain.
The Dark Crystal.
What if this is just more of his magic? He makes a door.
That's
that
something
leads
I
to
haven't
the worst
seen in like
nightmare.
20 years.
Why not a staircase that goes on forever?
What's this, MC Escher painting?
Hold on to me.
Wait.
Whoa!
Reverse
she doing it.
Whoa!
It's a creative use of reverse gravity.
Has she mastered underwater basket weaving?
Apparently.
The most valuable skill of all.
I am running out of weaving materials for the traditional crafts booth. I just made a hat out of 3 pieces of hay and a drinking straw. I made it work. But still,
Well done.
Do everything we can to keep this thing going. The princess isn't looking so good. I can't imagine her magic is gonna last much longer. It's gonna be fine. These ponies are gonna power up that crystal heart when the time comes, and we won't be needing her magic anyway.
I sure hope that time comes soon. Even I can't keep this party going forever.
Yes, you can, Binky.
This isn't the Crystal Heart.
Oh, of
It's
course
Jade.
it
It's a Jade heart.
The real one is
On its way.
I was going to say being polished to buy us some more time.
Oops.
Whoa!
Eh,
I actually studied gravity spells thinking it might be on my test. Turns out I was prepared for this.
They're... Getting a very Zelda feel. Huh? A lot of traps. Should have brought a rogue. Should have brought a rogue.
The heart! Where's the crystal?
Here! It rolled over to me when you dropped it.
Don't move. You can move, just not toward me.
Grab the heart.
Dimensional anchor.
How could I be
Yeah.
so foolish? I was just so eager to get it. Then when I saw what was going on outside,
You have to get out of there, Twilight. You have to be the one who brings the Crystal Heart to Princess Cadence. If you don't, you fail Celestia's test.
King Sombra is already attacking the Empire. He could reach the Crystal Ponies at any moment. Reach Princess Cadence, my brother, my friends.
Yeah, you know what's
Might
more
not be
important than
enough
passing a
time for me to
test?
Find a way to escape.
Saving the world.
Yep.
You have to be the one to bring the Crystal Heart to the fair.
Me? Let's
She
go.
passed the
Let's
test.
go!
Now don't y'all worry your pretty little crystal heads. The real Crystal Heart will be here any second.
I don't know if they believe you.
Don't know if I believe.
He's back! I can't take it!
Derp.
King Sombra!
My cursed slaves.
Oh,
How cute. Spike trying to breathe fire.
Spike, I got the Crystal Heart.
That is mine.
Mikey, Mikey!
See, he's more shining armor than shining armor.
Who just threw his wife? Just threw his wife at the problem.
The Crystal Heart has returned. Use the light and love within you to ensure that King Sombra does not.
What? No. No. Stop.
Epic.
Major artifact.
job, Spike.
I do so wish it was permanent. Did you see how my mane just
It's more of a
absolutely
lake foam, wasn't it?
A little bit.
Good things are better when they're a rarity.
Oh.
Everything's gonna be
Wah,
okay.
wah, wah.
You've got to stop saving my rump like this. It's starting to get embarrassing.
Wasn't me who saved you in the end. It was Spike.
It's just a test. Maybe she'll let you retake it.
I don't think she's gonna give me a new test.
Aurora
Keep it
Borealis.
together, buddy. Gotta stay strong for Twilight.
It's beautiful.
I wish it had been me who ultimately made it so.
Already have a stained glass window.
Twilight, as I understand it, Spike brought Princess Cadence the Crystal Heart because you weren't sure how quickly you could find a way to escape the tower. You weren't willing to risk the future of the citizens of the Crystal Empire in an effort to guarantee your own. Far better that I have a student who understands the meaning of self-sacrifice than one who only looks out for her own best interests.
Does this mean?
The test was a trick.
Keep it together, buddy. Gotta stay strong for Twilight.
But
I passed! Oh, yeah! You were prepared to
anybody thank Spike for, saving the world?
Oh, don't worry. He gets his thanks. He actually gets a huge statue in the Crystal Empire.
Hey, Spike got to get his props.
He does.
You clearly have just what it takes to pass a test with such
What?
Since when does Twilight Spark will ever fail? All those doubts that you can dismiss. Trust yourself and you cannot miss. Turns out you were. Turns out I was. Turns out you were. Turns out I was. Turns out you were prepared for this.
And what is this?
Yeah, I knew everything was gonna be fine.
And there's the premiere! What do you think of that one?
Yeah, it was good.
Because most people feel this premiere is kind of meh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree. I think it's a pretty fun premiere. I think what most people, like, as you were mentioning about, like, the publisher with Lord of the Rings, how they felt, but the villain doesn't directly interact. What fun is that? Like, I feel a lot of people have the same mindset with this one.
He actually is a lot more prominent and shows himself in this one a lot more than Sauron does.
Yeah, but I think people still feel the same way, that they're expecting a villain like Discord or Chrysalis, where they're, these big epic in-your-face villains kind of thing. Whereas Sombra is that looming darkness.
Coming to fuck your shit.
But apparently there is a decent portion of the fan base who didn't like that sort of villain, who thought it was not as good as Chrysalis or Discord.
They must be the less sophisticated fans.
Clearly.
Obviously.
But I like it. I will admit, I did not like it as much on first viewing. Additional viewings made me appreciate these episodes more.
He was the looming darkness, the oncoming storm.
He was an oncoming storm. He was this constant pressure of, if you fuck up, things are going to go south very quickly.
And he was King Candy. Because he stole everybody's memories.
Yes.
Turned them into post-traumatic stress subservient ponies.
Precisely.
What a dick.
Like a dick. Okay. So I'm gonna do...
As a dick are due.
I'm gonna do like an ending sync, because I think that's a good thing for me to do.
Sync?
Sync. Automatic dishwasher.